up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Math Made Easy. Today I will be talking about vertical and adjacent angles. Now, this was requested by a lot of my friends, as I think that's what they're doing currently. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy. So, also, guys, I'm a little bit sad about this, guys. I mean, like, really, guys, you know? I mean, we have 522 views, which is amazing, guys. Bring the hype and all, but our watch time isn't that great, okay? So, you know, my videos are on average about 10 minutes, right? And people are only watching them for about a minute 30 seconds. A little bit more than a minute 30 seconds. I mean, some of these days, we're getting, very small watch times. It's extremely sad, how small the watch time is. And you can also see we only have 74 subs, but we have like over 133 viewers. So if you are not subscribed right now, come on, guys. What you doing, really? So, okay. Now that we're done with that, let's move on to vertical and adjacent angles. So, first of all, I just want to go through the definitions of these. Vertical angles are like these two angles. They're the opposite angles made by two intersecting lines. Adjacent angles are like, say these two angles. So adjacent angles are angles that share a common vertex and a common side, which is this one. So now this is great, okay? We know what they are. Now we got to do a little bit of solving with them. So an example question is like, if this angle equals 20 and this angle equals 3x, what is x? Well, we know because they're vertical angles, they have to be the same, right? Same vertical angles. That can actually be proven. Tell me if you want to see me prove that. Actually, any other geometric proofs, guys. A lot of people do struggle with those. Tell me if you want to see me geometrically prove things. So in this case, we would just set up an equation that would look like 3x equals 20, right? Because we know that this 3x is the same as 20. So, that is a pretty nice looking round zero, guys. So we would divide both sides by 3. And we would get x to be equal to 6.6 repeated. You could also say 20 over 3 if it wants an improper fraction, or if it wants a mixed number, you would say 6 and 2/3. But my experience is usually they don't like mixed numbers. They either want improper fractions or decimal form. Don't forget this little line above this 6. Okay, so that's a problem with vertical angles. Let's make a problem with adjacent angles. So say that like this entire thing, this big thing, is, let's call it 144. And let's say we know that this one is, for example, 92. So I know that this is 144. And then this one right here is 92. It looks about 92, about 90 degrees. That looks like a cube. So in this case, we could either do x plus 92 equals 144, or we could do 144 minus 92 equals x. And in this case, we don't have to do any kind of algebraic things. We just have to subtract this, and your boy thinks this is 52. So we know that this little angle x is 52 now. So let's go on to a couple more problems. So here I set up a little problem with vertical angles, okay? And we're trying to find x, okay? So we know that this one is 30, right? So that means that this also has to be 30. And we're trying to find the value of x because this is 5x plus 10, right? If you watched my video on complementary and supplementary angles, then you will know how to do this. If you did not, then please go check it out right now. I'll put the link in the description. So in this case, we would know that this angle with the two lines is 180 minus 130, right? So we would have 180 minus 130, which is 150. Okay, so 150 is that angle. So we can set that equal actually to 5x plus 10, right? Because we know that, again, if you watched my video on solving basic algebraic equations, you would know how to do this. If you didn't, go watch it right now. I'm going to subtract 10 from both of these sides, okay? So minus 10, minus 10. So here we get 5x equals 140. And divide those both by 5, we get x to be 28. So that was a really kind of tough problem involving vertical angles. Here we did kind of an easier one earlier. So now, let's move on to one that involves adjacent angles. So, I actually had a man who goes by the name of Caden Lambert do this problem with me earlier. Like, you know, I helped him with it. So, in this case, we're trying to find what x is, right? So we know the whole angle is 141 degrees. And we know that this one is x and this one is 2x, right? So we can set up an equation because we know the whole thing is 141 degrees. It equals x plus 2x, or 2x plus x. But we can combine our like terms, right? Because these are both have the same kind of x coefficient here. And say 141 equals 3x. Now, we're just going to divide both sides by 3. And we will find that 47, in fact, equals x. So that actually, it's a problem that intimidates, you know, a lot of people, you know, because, you know, we don't know the value of really any of the angles, but in fact, we were able to figure it out here at Math Made Easy for you guys, and please, suggestions down below. I'm thinking about doing a video on the triangle congruency theorem, so SAS, SSS, sometime in the future. The video on the Turing will come out, but that is a lot of research, and it's a kind of a not well-known number. So, yeah, guys, I mean, have a nice day. And, you know, yeah, you know, if you haven't already, you know, watch all of the videos, guys, because we gotta get more watch time on this channel here. So, yeah, have a nice day.